We have approached another exciting part of the day, the 50 Founder Battles Finals. So please welcome on the stage Andris, fantastic Andris. He's coming.
There you go. Hey. So, welcome to the grand finale. So, culmination of 2 days at TechChill to crown the winner to go on to do amazing things. So, to give you a sense of what the possibilities are and how winning this competition can propel a startup to success. So some past winners in the last few years. So last year's winner was Long Genesis. Just a few months later, they go on to raise $1 million in funding. And 2 years ago, in 2020, the winner was Woola. And they went on to raise a $2.5 million round led by Future Ventures. So we can see that the founders are probably trembling a bit because the opportunities are big, and if they win, this can really help them get into the spotlight of investors to move their startup ahead. So this year, we had 212 startups from over 30 countries apply to pitch in the first place, and only the top 50 were selected. And then during the past 2 days, these 50 have duked it out in pitch competitions, and I'd like to actually ask for a round of applause to all the jury members who participated in selecting this final five. So thank you very much. There was a lot of work that went in, not just by the startups themselves, but also by the jury members who were picking these final five. So, what are they pitching for? In brief, the number one prize is 10,000 euros in cold hard cash, no strings attached. Spend it on whatever you like. Probably your investors won't be impressed if you buy a nice car. 150,000 euro investment from Depot Ventures, Draper University Hero Program tuitions, and there's a whole long list more. We'll go over that a little later. But suffice it to say, there's some good things up for grabs here. So I would like to introduce the jury, who hopefully will be sitting somewhere down the front here, and Kristi Kurvits from TerraVentures. Maybe if we have, do we have a mic somewhere? Does someone have a mic? Yes. So Kristi, if you want to say a few words.
Yeah, sure. So Kristi Kurvits from TerraVentures. It's an Estonian-based VC fund focusing on pre-seed and seed, industry agnostic, and focusing on Baltics and Nordics. Yeah, great to be here. Thank you, Kristi. Thanks.
And next is Linda Voeras from Karma VC.
Thank you. So yeah, as said, Linda from Karma, and Karma is a late seed Series A investor based in Estonia, but investing across Europe. So ticket sizes up to 5 million, and we just raised a new 100 million fund. So pleasure to be here.
Awesome, thank you. And next up, Donatas Keras, partner from Practica Capital.
Hi guys, Donatas from Practica, 10 years investing in Baltics, and I'm going to continue. Thank you.
Thanks, Donatas. And then Michal Sifra from Depot Ventures. Welcome. Say a few words about Depot.
So, Michal Sifra from Depot Ventures. Depot Ventures is Angels fund and syndicate based in Prague. We are focusing on pre-seed and seed stage investments, marketplaces, fintech, deep tech. Thanks.
Super, thank you. And last but not least, Gabriele Patelinaite from Change Ventures.
Hi everyone, thank you so much, Andris. Good to see you as always. So I'm from Change Ventures, so we're one of the largest pan-Baltic seed funds, so we do pre-seed and seed investments. And we also recently had a final close of 49 million fund, and yes, super excited to be here and excited for the pitches.
Thank you, Gabriele. Super. So the format is the same. It's been the last 2 days. So they all get 3 minutes to pitch, and I'm going to cut them off pretty hard at the end of 3 minutes. So there is, you're going to get cut off mid-sentence if you go over. Because we have to keep to a schedule, and then 2 minutes of Q&A from the jury. So some questions, the things they didn't say, the questions about what could happen next, and then we'll run to the next one. And I'm going to list the 5 in the order that we're going to call them, so they're ready. So first will be TerraWaste, then Heybooster, Codigy, Vocal Image, and Mission Space. Okay, so first up, you're about to find all about hydrothermal liquefaction, an exciting startup from Latvia out to save the planet. So welcome, TerraWaste.
Hello everyone, hi jury and TechChill. My name is Aya and I'm the CEO and co-founder of TerraWaste, a next-generation waste recycling company that will free our planet from non-recyclable plastics. Fuel, chemical and plastics industries are struggling with environmental footprint, low quality of recycled material, a huge material losses in the amount of 32 billion euros annually. Of course, there are existing solutions like chemical recycling, pyrolysis, incineration and landfilling, but they are still polluting the environment, they are using enormous amounts of energy, and they can't deal with various waste streams. That's why TerraWaste has created a solution, next generation chemical recycling technology that basically is mimicking the accelerated version of geological formation of fossil fuels. So how does it work? We take mixed plastics, we shred them, add water and catalysts, mix everything together, then we enter it to the reactor where heat and pressure is applied. We boil the mass for approximately 45 minutes, and as an output material, we generate crude oil, biochar, and high-value chemicals. Also, we reuse heat and water in a loop, that way dramatically decreasing the energy consumption. Our aim is to decrease the virgin oil extraction and to produce new circular plastic products. Of course, there's a huge market, but if TerraWaste doesn't exist, only 35% of this market can be addressed by actual technologies at the moment, and TerraWaste can raise this number up to 65% at least. So our business is B2B2G with main income streams from recycling services, sales of the output materials, decarbonization of plastics, fuels and chemical industry, and licensing at industrial scale. Our go-to-market is finalizing the IP generation and research, then signing our first proto customers and clients and building pilot plant together, and executing feasibility study and scaling up industrially after that. TerraWaste has brought together a diverse and multinational team with more than 15 years of experience in chemical recycling and oil and gas industry, and more than 20 years in deep tech and business development. Also, our advisory board is deeply connected within the industry globally and is actively taking part in our success. So we are looking for 2.6 million for pilot plant engineering and building and industrial partners for collaboration. Thank you very much. I'm Ai Puopi from TerraWaste. P.S. We're looking forward to making into your anti-portfolio list.
Woo! Fantastic, and you were exactly on time. I can't tell you how precise that was. So, jury, over to you. Who has questions?
I can kick off. Thank you, great presentation. Can you talk about the sustainability of your own processes and the supply chain of your own chemicals, and how kind of sustainable is your own business?
Yeah, so we are looking at carbon neutral process. As our process doesn't pollute the environment, we don't emit any gases or any output materials that we wouldn't be able to use or utilize after that. So we are aiming for carbon neutral.
And does that apply to the chemicals that you're using as well, and the way that you're gathering?
Yes, yeah.
Hi, thanks. So maybe obviously you're not live yet, but I'm just wondering, what are your thought process in customer acquisition strategy? Because obviously, like you mentioned, there's other solutions out there. Like, how big is the pain, or do you see it more as a vitamin?
Definitely, it is a great solution, and there is a huge pain. So currently, we are in conversations with various waste companies all over Baltics, and we have already forming partnership with one of the biggest waste manufacturing device producers in Europe, Edema Group. So yeah, the problem is real there, and we have actually companies reaching out to us because they have this problem with various sort of waste that they are producing and they don't know what to do with it, and we can recycle almost anything.
Amazing, thanks.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Time for one more. Is everything crystal clear? Go on.
I'd quickly ask about the scalability as well. The process itself and the elements required to do the chemical processes, how easy it is to grow in the pace that you need to in order to make an impact in this industry?
It's all matter of financing and manpower work. So yeah, our technology is extremely easy to scale because it's our technological system is modular, so it means that we can scale it as big as necessary and we can adjust it to different client needs, really. It depends on the ask.
Thank you very much. So a big round.
Thank you so much.
Round of applause for TerraWaste. Thank you. Okay, so next up, most digital businesses these days are driven by marketing. The question is how you know what's working. So Estonia's Heybooster is working on that, on a solution. So welcome, give a big hand for Heybooster. Come on up.
Hey. Hey. How often do you use navigation? It calculates all the intensive traffic data to let us know what the best route is. Let's look at the business side. There are over 8,000 marketing tools to create the data. But the problem is, who's going to turn these data into action? If you have a data team, you are lucky, because only 11% of the marketing teams have access to a data team. The other teams are looking at these complex reports, and these reports are non-actionable. You can figure out how you can increase your revenue by looking at this. It's only metrics, up and down. A year ago, we started to work on machine learning algorithms to integrate it easily and highlight the opportunities. And now, today, here is the solution, Heybooster. As you've seen that one of the main key metric revenue is dropping down. And here are the listed suggestions that Heybooster let you know how you can increase your revenue. It's easy to use. It's like receiving an email from your colleague. We got our pre-investment from Startup Wise guys. And after 9 months of development, we launched our first version to get a feedback from the community. And we reached 300 active users. 2 of them are Groupam and Decathlon. And our go-to-market strategy is shaped during that time. There is a two side. One side is the agency, the other one is the client. Client take care of the insights and share with the agency to solve it. The agency connects their clients to see it. It's like a circle. It grows organically. And to feed this circle, we are building partnerships. In the tech side, we will be integrated with Shopify, Amazon, and Adjust. In the agency side, they connect their clients all over the world. The market, augmented market analytics, is $60 billion, and also we focus on the e-commerce sites. Here are the team behind the success of Heybooster. I'm Shahin, and I have worked as a data analyst over a decade. And also, I built a company, $1 million. And my co-founder, Nestian, is here. She is a tough analyst, and we have been working together for 4 years. Our competitors are working on data visualization. They are building reporting screens. It's cool, but today's needs is changed. The marketing teams don't have a time to check their reports. They are looking for navigation like Heybooster. It's not easy at all. In order to grow and more connected, we are looking funding. If you are interested in and have experience on SaaS, B2B, e-commerce, I'm Shai, CEO and co-founder of Heybooster. Let's get in touch.
Woohoo. Fantastic. So, jury, over to you.
Hi, Thanks for the presentation. Maybe can you elaborate more on your go-to-market strategy, because it
Yeah.
wasn't so clear.
We have two strategies. One of is short term, the other one is long term. In the short term, when we look at our users, mostly they come from the United States and United Kingdom. United Kingdom is the third of the biggest e-commerce market, and also it's so shaped. So that's why we will build partnerships in the United Kingdom. But it's our short-term strategy. In the long term, we will make partnerships with the other marketing tools, like Shopify. Shopify, Amazon, and Adjust, they have over 6 million merchants in here. And they are looking for, like, our solutions to promote their features.
Just as a quick question, do you have any metrics that you can bring with regards to, return of investment or the amount of efficiency you're able to create, or anything that would help us to understand or quantify the solution?
Yep. In the solution side, in metrics, there's no clear metric that I can share, but nope. I'm not ready for this question, sorry. But also we have 300 users, and it's growing so fast.
Maybe a bit of easier question then. But maybe elaborate a bit more kind of the KPIs that you're looking to reach with this fundraise.
Right now, by the way, we didn't start marketing yet. It comes all organically. For this round, we would like to achieve 50K MRR by starting marketing and sales. We just built the product, and that grows organically.
Okay, so I'm afraid that's all we have time for. Thank you very much. Give a big round of applause for Heybooster. So next we're going to move from marketing to engineering teams. And so the question, how do engineering managers understand how their teams are performing, give team members data to improve? So please welcome from Lithuania, Codigy.
Hello, I'm Igor, co-founder at Codigy. Speed of innovation is critical for business success, but tech companies become slower as they grow. Why this happens? Growing product complexity, technological debt, knowledge and ownership issues. It's humanly impossible to keep track of all this for a team of 200 engineers. Tools we have now are perfect for day-to-day work. Jira for tasks, GitHub for code storage, but they were not designed to find bottlenecks in code base or processes, so companies use gut feeling. Introducing Codigy, a holistic platform that scans your organization and gives insights to improve it. Codigy understands your team structure and functional modules that make your product, like chat, checkout, messages. By mapping who owns what, we help to untangle your product and make your teams autonomous. We help each team to build a better workspace with architectural analysis, knowledge maps, and collaboration insights. It's a complete solution. Identify the problem, track progress, validate with engineering and process metrics. So you can say, hey, we have invested into this module, now we're 25% faster. Our competitor focus on quantifying the process for the managers, track productivity of engineers, and unable to solve architectural issues. We believe people are great, and engineering would work better with better workspace and collaboration experience. Demand for engineering is growing. The companies we're aiming for represent a good market for growth. Business model that we use is simple. We charge a monthly fee for each engineer in a company. We're focused on large product companies, have a contract with a unicorn, and over 3,000 in monthly revenue. We have two co-founders, myself, CEO and product designer, and Anton, a field expert and software architect. We're pretty stubborn, bootstrapped for a few years, building the tech and gaining market expertise. We're looking for 1.5 million to boost MRR to 66,000 and hire 11 new team members to improve the product and validate new verticals. We already understand how to help the scale-ups, But we think we can take this further. Help first-time CTOs make radically better decisions and advance the career for new engineers. Thank you for listening. Looking forward to your questions.
Super, thank you. So, jury, questions, please.
Hi. Good? Okay. Hi, Igor. Thank you so much for your presentation. My first question is, as far as I can also imagine, like there's will be some pushback from engineers using your product, right? So, how are you going to tackle that? So so they wouldn't feel that like I'm personally kind of targeted and my metrics are being tracked. So how are you going to empower engineers and kind of have this bottom-up approach?
So we think engineers are underrepresented in terms of tooling, and we think we communicated quite well that we're on their side. We help them improve the workspace and their collaboration experience. We don't care about productivity. We don't need more bricks. We need efficiency. And another thing is that with the ideas that we're testing, we want to push the value closer to engineers so they could improve not only as a team, but grow as professionals. So that's direct value for them.
Thank you.
Igor, thanks. Unicorns and first-time CTOs, very different ICPs, right? How you can put one product to work for both use cases? Thank you.
So unicorns and scale-ups are a good beachhead for growth because they already have a problem, understand the problem, and looking for a solution. So it's a great match. New CTOs and new engineers is an excellent opportunity if we enable our data sets that we collect and insights that we're getting to help them get advanced engineering knowledge faster. We are solving a giant market problem of getting more senior engineers on the market faster.
Okay, thanks.
Super. So I think that's all we're going to have time for. Thank you.
Thank you.
Codigy, big round of applause. So as I stand here, I know it's important what my voice sounds like on stage, but how do people learn to speak better? So more about this from Vocal Image from Estonia. Give a big round of applause.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Nick. I'm from Vocal Image, and we created a speech training and a voice therapy app for speakers and singers. We are Amazon Challenge winners. We have more than 300,000 registered users, and we are growing above 60% month over month with MRR in USA. We are awesome. And nowadays, people are looking to consume more audio content and to produce it, but people don't like their voice. Over 18 million of US adults reported having voice problems, and their only available choice is voice training with a coach. But it is expensive and time-consuming. With Vocal Image app, you can improve your voice, empower your speaking skills, and even heal speech disorders. We use AI to set up your personal training plan, so you can practice anytime, anywhere, at an affordable price. How it works? Record your voice with your phone, get a personal plan, and begin to improve your voice immediately, because how you speak is twice more important than what you say, and bloggers, podcasters, public speakers, and singers need better voice to increase impact and to earn more. Our addressable market is over 7 billion euros, and 1 in 13 adult persons faces voice problems, and we can help. Right now, we have strong unit economy, and our users unlock features and content with subscriptional access monthly or annually. In January, we launched in the USA market and tripled our revenue with the same amount of marketing costs. And right now, we're growing above 60% month over month in MRR in USA. We are the only one who makes voice coaching language agnostic, and we have ready-to-use AI dataset to provide personal plan for anybody. And our voice guru has 20 years of professional voice coaching experience. Together, we built the most prominent voice-dedicated YouTube channel with over 200,000 subscribers. Our audience asked for a solution to practice, and we launched Vocal Image. In less than 12 months, we became top educational apps in CIS countries. We are not stopping here. We're raising 1 million seed funding round to become top educational app in USA and to reach 100K MRR in next 12 months. We have follow-on investors, and we invite you to join. In 5 years, we will build all-in-one product that solves any voice problem. And just imagine if people of all races, genders, ages, no matter their financial status or location, can speak clearly with a beautiful voice and without speech disorders. I am Nick, CEO of Vocal Image, and reach me to become part of the story.
Woohoo! So, great. So, Jury, over to you.
Thank you for the pitch. Could you elaborate the use cases in B2B and how it can be used in that market and what you envision?
We see strong opportunities with working with schools, universities, call centers, and med centers.
Especially kind of from the speech therapy aspect, have you thought of some sort of reimbursement models working with governments or trying to make it even more accessible for a wider audience?
We have created and launched speech recovery program for people who suffered from stroke and who need to learn how to speak from zero again. And this is endless process of creating programs to help people. So we see this opportunity and we're working on it.
Can you comment a little bit on the unit economics of yours, right? How much average user spends time and money on the app right now?
We launched in the end of 2020 and we see that we built strong habits of using our application. Our customers stay with us longer than 16 months since we started. Our annual subscription costs 100 euros and our customer acquisition cost is something near 37 euros.
Okay, is there time still? Okay, thank you, Nick, for a great presentation. My quick question is to just go a tiny bit back and help me understand better. Once I, let's say, submit a recording of my own voice, and then do you see the bottleneck that you have like one speech coach, right? So is she providing feedback to all these videos and all these individuals, or how does it work?
Thank you for the question. So we have AI model that was trained by our coach. So our process of usage application seems like this. You record your voice. You make simple video training, watch and repeat. You record your voice again. We can track differences, specifics in your voice, and we have a huge amount of voices, and we can predict the best and the most effective way of training specifically your voice.
Super, thank you. That's all we have time for, so thank you very much. Vocal Image from Estonia. So, last but not least, we're all used to looking up the weather every day for our city, but have you thought about the need for the future of weather forecasting in space? Well, Mission Space from Latvia and Luxemburg have done so. Welcome on stage, Mission Space. Big round of applause.
Hi everyone, my name is Ksenia. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Mission Space. And let me ask you this. How many of you know or have heard about space weather? Okay, that's better than yesterday. And that same space weather just knocked out 40 out of 49 Starlink SpaceX satellites that cost the company about $100 million worth of losses. So at Mission Space, we are building the world's first commercial satellite-based system to monitor exactly that. And when I'm talking about space weather, I'm talking about the solar radiation that comes from geomagnetic storms, coronal mass ejections, and solar plasma that have a long history of affecting industries in space and on the ground. Strong storms can severely interrupt satellite services, mess up radio and GNSS signals, and shut down electrical grids. The economic impact of just everyday space weather on the US and European economies alone amounts to more than $10 billion per year. And today, we find out about those deadly storms from only a couple of agencies in the world that rely on outdated and legacy satellites that were launched into space more than 15 years ago. And at Mission Space, we are building a network. We're building an infrastructure. We're launching our own sets of detectors to get the data directly. Our first satellite will be flying into space on top of SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket in January of 2023. Ultimately, we are releasing a decision support tool and an intelligence system for the industry leaders to detect, predict, and warn about space weather storms. Our engineering team developed 2 detectors that form the basis of our system. Those detectors have already flown in the stratosphere, received their flight heritage, and have defensible IPs. We also signed the first contract in history for such services procurement by a satellite operator. We have more than 2 million euros worth of contracts in our pipeline and 15 interested beta testers in our platform in the summer of this year. And behind the technology stands the great team of digital innovators and experienced satellite engineers. Our engineering team has more than 100 years of scientific experience combined with participation in NASA's Space Shuttle Flights mission. So far, we've raised our pre-seed round of 250K and are receiving a grant from the Ministry of Economics of Luxembourg of 150 more. We have our detectors built and they're ready to fly. Right now, we're raising our seed round of 1 million to expand our team, generate first revenues, and start those paid pilot projects. And we need you to make our nation's space weather ready today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Questions for Mission Space?
Yeah, I have a question. Can you elaborate more on your business model?
Yes, thank you so much. That's a great question. So we do have 2 streams, B2G, because space weather is one of the top national priority hazards, and we will be able to sell our data and access to the intelligence to space agencies, government institutions, and research centers. But ultimately, we are B2B selling access to our cloud services. So we're selling access to the API that has live space weather updates, hazard warnings, coronal mass ejections alerts, and everything that they need to know in order to mitigate the effects of the sun's activity on their operations.
It might be an absolutely stupid question, but like, could they not just build better satellites? Why is this information important for them, and how do they use this information that you provide?
That's a great question. That's awesome question. So even though there are different kind of satellites that are located in low Earth orbits, they're smaller and they're cheaper, they're bigger satellites, and all of them are susceptible to space weather radiation. Yes, they can improve the design of their systems, but how can they know when the storm is coming, and they need to turn with the most shielded side in order to avoid the galactic cosmic rays? Because right now there are no materials that can shield against those huge electron counts doses. And there are companies who are working on the radiation resilient materials, but you need to be aware that storms are coming. So there are different ways to tackle this problem.
One more question.
Yes, space business is not cheap business, right? And you're raising 1.2 million, and you're ready to have first satellite in space in 7 months from now, right? It doesn't add up for me. Tell me, who's paying for your satellite launch?
Great question. Thank you so much. So we are raising 1 million. We already have 250K, and we were also self-funded, and we do have the funds to launch our first satellite. And super important to mention that we're not launching our own satellites. We're using hosted payload services. So we are hopping onto someone else's satellite, and that cuts down our costs by about 70%.
How much cubics you need for your sensors?
So our sensors, we put 3 of the detectors, we put 2 silicon spectrometers and 1 Cherenkov, and that's about 10 by 10 by 10, so that's a unit.
So 1 unit, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, clear. That makes sense, man. Thank you.
Okay, you can see we have a space expert in the jury here. Previous investor, I know.
Two space
Yes.
companies,
Exactly.
so that's my
Super.
preferred.
Thank you very much, Mission
Thank
Space.
you so
Big round
much.
of applause.
Thank you.
So, having sent 5 teams off the stage, I'm now going to send 5 jurors off the stage. So, you have 15 minutes. I hope that will be sufficient to reach a consensus, 15, max 20. And then I'll need you also to decide who comes on stage to announce the winners. And I'm sure someone from the team artists will find you a room. And so we will continue in the meantime. So next, we will update on some news that I hope everyone heard yesterday, is that TechChill's expanding. TechChill's going to Milan. Oh, everyone hear that? Milan. Exactly. And I think it was a shock to a lot of people. Wasn't a shock to this man.
It wasn't for me, no.
Exactly. So I wanted to bring Andrea Orlando up on stage and to tell you some more about this plan for September. And so first, sort of when, who's going to be there, what's the topics, sort of the basic info.
Yeah, so the excitement is about bringing this beautiful setup, organization vibe into Milan, 27th, 28th, and 29th of September 2022. The location will be at Bocconi campus, the newly built Bocconi campus, which is, you could say, in Milan city center. Hopefully, you guys will help us replicate what's working really well here, the vibe, the energy, the matchmaking. We have confirmed panelists already, confirmed guests. I mean, when you pitch TechChill to European VCs and rock stars and famous VCs, it doesn't take long for them to accept, especially when the proposal is, would you like to come 21 degrees in Milan?
So it's not so chill down there.
No, it's not so chill. And you know what they call it already? TechChill Milano? TechChillano.
TechChillano, very good. Whoa. So excellent. So, okay, so 27th to 29th September in Milan. Okay, and what's going to be there? We're going to have a pitch battle?
We're going to have a pitch battle. We're going to have opportunities to hear successful stories built in Italy. So we're going to give a little bit of visibility to startups, operators, whoever is building a legacy in innovation, in disruption, in digitalization. We're going to have the opportunity to bring international keynote speakers, as I said, for them to tell us, what's going on in the rest of Europe, what's working, what are the trends. Hopefully, we're going to create some synergies between Italy and international ecosystems that will be with us. The idea is not to have an only international event, nor an only Italian event, a little bit of both, right? We're also going to attract adjacent ecosystems from South Europe and try to give them the necessary visibility. I mean, what's really exciting for me is that this will be the first international startup event in Milan, which is in Italy, actually, which is crazy to think, because you would think, we are 60 millions. We should have thought about this ourselves, right?
Yes, but there's a little secret. Stockholm didn't have their main event until after TechChill was around as well. So
it's very exciting, because there are, of course, international events, there are startup events, but the two things have not happened yet. And for me to be granted your trust and to bring this opportunity, I feel honored, I feel privileged. Thank you very much, and thank you for making this scene so exciting. I don't even know what I'm doing up on the stage. It should be you here on the stage telling me what to do or where to go. But I'm here, humble servant. Let's do this.
Super. And so 10,000 euro pitch battle prize again, right? And networking and employee hunts, matchmaking, investors and startups. So same kind of format as here. So small enough that you can meet people, right?
For me, the important thing is to give visibility to the most important part of the ecosystem, which are the entrepreneurs, those who risk everything to build, to scream, to cry, to succeed. These are the guys who need the resources, the money, the visibility. And whether it's the battle, whether it's a panel, whether it's a party with beer, let's try to bring the focus on them. We have the resources, we have the network. It will be outstanding. For you who will come there, it will see an ecosystem that you don't know very much, but also for those who are already there, waiting to get visible for your eyes.
Fantastic. And some of the topics we have there, building innovation ecosystems, the founder stories you talked about, building for the future. And I have a list of some of the speakers already confirmed. So Paola Bonomo, director from Telecom Italia Mobile, also a Stanford Business School grad, we like that. Mike Butcher from TechCrunch Europe, Robin Waters from TechEU, Lubomila Yordanova from Plan A. I will be there as well, yes. Roberto Bonanzinga. So for those of you who don't know Roberto, he used to be at Baltic Capital, launched InReach Ventures. He's an Italian living in London and will be bringing that Italian connection back home. And there's some more, right? Federico Mattia Dolci, co-founder of Boom.
Now we have more than few cases of Italian excellence in terms of successful professionals. I will try to give them the stage because they're already quite well known in Europe, you would say, so they will act as an attractive point to make the event even more interesting. We'll bring international speakers. It will be great. I mean, the great thing about this is that Italy is still an underserviced ecosystem because for historical reasons, for social reasons, for economical reasons, we're a little bit behind, right, compared to the Baltics, to France, to Germany. So that's why we called you guys. You know, come and tell us what you did good, so we can become the Baltics in 2, 3, 5 years, like the Baltics, right?
So that's a fantastic story, which I like, of course. But maybe give us a little more context, because for those who don't know, Andrea has worked for Startup Wise Guys for a while and knows the Baltics well, and you know Italy. So sort of how does that compare? What's the differences?
So I come from a well-developed ecosystem. I lived in Denmark 10 years. That's where I hooked up with the Startup Wise Guys, because I know Cristobal through business school in Seat, not Stratford.
Yep.
So I was investing already in startups. I was talking with Cristobal one day in 2019 in Denmark. He told me, "What the hell are you doing still in Denmark?" I said, "I don't know, maybe I want to go back to Italy, maybe building my own fund." He said, "Well, let's do this together, right?" So we brought Startup Wise Guys in Italy in 2020. We raised money, and now we are investing in startups, pre-seed, B2B digital startups. We invested 15 plus companies. SaaS, we invested in 10 companies, cyber, and many more to come. How am I connected to the Baltic? Well, through Startup Wise Guys, then I connected with Mary, Annie, you. I came here the first time 2020, and I haven't been here ever since, you know, and it is a special feeling to be back live and to meet you in 3D again.
Indeed, and are there some, as you look at the Italian ecosystem, are there some industries, sectors, some areas that you think have particular promise in Italy?
So there are a few things we could say about this. I say that we are the 7th economy in the world. We have the second manufacturing economy in Europe. So of course there's a lot of corporates in supply chain, manufacturing, IoT, Industry 4.0, which have needs which are up for grab, right? And for some reasons, these needs are not being served yet. So we see a lot of solutions, we see a lot of strong entrepreneurship, but at the same time, because there are so many corporates, there are so many industrialized arenas and communities and businesses, there's still a lot to be done. So I invite anybody who has solution which is dealing with manufacturing, supply chain, logistics, you name it, to come to TechChill Milan, you know, and to make himself or herself visible, to create the right opportunity there. Obviously, we have a lot of tourism-related solutions.
And the fashion industry.
We have a lot of, not so many fashion-related solutions for being Italy, to be honest. So that's also another unexploited arena. We have a lot in the HoReCa, hotel restoration. So these are more or less the main arenas where you can see startups succeeding. MedTech is very strong. We have a strong MedTech, biotech, and pharmatech the tradition. But operating myself in the B2B digital arena, that's what I know the most. And I say there's a lot to be done. There are a lot of opportunities to pursue. So that's where I want to be, 27th and 29th of September 2022.
Fantastic. Well, that's where I hope we see as many as possible of all of you. And one other question, how about the Italian diaspora? So we've seen in this region, the power of the Baltic diaspora in various companies that have been started overseas and building teams here and building those connections to the larger ecosystems around the world. Are you seeing some power in the Italian diaspora sort of coming back home? The Robertos or the Andreas coming back home and building success back home?
So it's happening. It's gradually happening. We had few startups. We had our first unicorn, which is called ScalaPay, buy now, pay later solution.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we are starting to create role models in Italy. Before that, we had role models in the UK, in the US, and now these entrepreneurs are becoming successful because they're building the unicorn, and they're gradually coming back. I don't think they ever lost the connection with Italy. There's an affection to it, there's a business relation to it, but it's now great to see them coming back with resources, with inspiration, with experience.
Capital, knowledge, yeah, exactly.
And helping building the ecosystem stronger and stronger. I mean, that's the hope.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. So thank you, Andrea. Big round
Thank
of
you
applause.
very much. I'll see you in Milano.
TechChillano. And before we have the awards for the winning startups, we have one more fun, exciting announcement here: the Ideal competition. So Ideal Business is a premium startup partner and brings the best of Apple business solutions. And I'd like to ask Robert Dux on stage to present the prizes for the Ideal competition. Come on, Robert. So,
mic is working. That's really great. And I'm really proud to join today's TechChill event since it's my first TechChill event together with my super Ideal B2B team. Big applause for them.
Woohoo!
And as some of you know, some of you don't, we are Apple Premium resellers here in Latvia, and we are offering personalized business solutions for your business. So if there are any questions regarding hardware, software, everything, you know where to go.
Yes, and I believe the TechChill team is grateful for some support as well.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Today's game is pretty easy. I will ask you to choose between number 1 and 329.
Between 1 and 329.
So you have 329 choices.
Round numbers only.
Yeah. No,
so
you are free to choose.
79.
79. So the lucky winner of number 79 is Juris Kaja. Is Juris here?
Is Juris here? Do we have Juris Kaja in the house? Juris Kaja does not seem to be in the house anymore, but I know Juris. He's in the media room, yeah, probably in the media room. So Juris, so what is he going to get to do his tweet feeds and blogs and posts on?
Juris himself is getting the new 2021 iPad Air with an M1 chip.
Yes, so someone should tweet Juris and tell him that he has a great prize awaiting for him. And I guess he needs to find you to claim his prize. And thank you very much for the support. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
So, now on to the finale. So the prizes. So let me, we'll start with, the first is Miro credits. So the first prize is from Miro. And this is the collaborative online whiteboard with everything your startup needs to scale and succeed at speed. Discover and validate your ideas, do deep research, design products, and apply product frameworks easily. So all the 50 founder battle winners will receive $1,000 worth of Miro credits, and the overall winner, who we will find out, will get an extra 500 credits. So thank you, Miro. And the next prize is AWS. So Ari, do we have someone on stage for the AWS prize?
Not really, but
Not really.
we do have a winner, and it's actually a startup that's not even in the top 5, so it wasn't in the finals, but we figured out that the best winner for this prize would be VideoBit.
VideoBit, so congratulations VideoBit. Are you on here?
Yeah, go on the stage, grab a quick picture.
Congratulations, congratulations. I hope those credits take you a long, long way. So do we have to take a photo? There we go. So, very good. All right. So that's like air for startups, right? AWS credits. Very good. Okay, so prize number 3 is 1 Ethereum from Gravity Team. So thank you, Gravity Team, for this donation. So Chris, come up on stage, and I guess you will announce your selection for this award, yes?
Yes, I
Thanks,
will.
Chris.
Hello, we're Gravity Team. In this particular selection, we in Gravity Team feel like we don't have a choice because, well, we are very techy and we like to aim far and wide, and we like space, and we like even in our logo you can see that it's sort of like the surface of Earth looking above from space, so that our logo would be taken from where satellites would be. Yeah, so our prize goes to Mission Space.
Yes, Mission Space, come up on stage.
Since we are environmentally friendly, we have nothing on us except for 1 ether that we send to you.
In the ether, yes. Send it to you in the ether, exactly.
In ether, yeah. And hope it help you get closer to stratosphere sooner. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Do we shake hands?
Yes, shake hands. That's the handover.
Yeah. we talk details after a second.
Super. So, prize number 4. Full scholarship for the Draper University Hero Program. So Hero Training is an intensive, immersive 5-week entrepreneurship program in Silicon Valley, California. During your stay at San Mateo campus, you'll develop the essential startup skills you'll need to launch and sustain a successful venture, gain exposure to industry experts, and network with other like-minded entrepreneurs who share your vision of changing the world. Their amazing alumni from 100+ countries have raised $450 million in investment. So, this is awarded by TechChill, and we've selected Vocal Image and Codigy. Come on up stage. Congratulations. Congratulations. So come on the other side. Come in the middle. There we go. Thank you very much. So we have number 5, up to 150K investment from Depot Ventures. So I'll ask Michal Schifra to come back on stage and give the awards. Carl, welcome.
So, who is the winner? It's my pleasure to say, after long and hard discussion in our committee, to say that the investment from the Depot Ventures
drum roll.
Wins Vocal Image.
Vocal Image. Congratulations, Vocal Image.
Congrats.
Super. And maybe say some words about why. Any particular comments on why Vocal Image? gets the award?
Yeah. It's not so simple. I think.
Or what you were impressed by in particular?
Personally, I liked your presentation. Yeah, it was really personal. We have a couple of investment in edtech industry, so we think that the next 10 years will be huge in this area. And yeah, we would like to cooperate with you.
Super. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your support and our personal present for TechChill participators. Until the end of May, everybody can reach me in LinkedIn and get free subscription to test vocal image for 1 month.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So, thank you. So now the final prize is cash, 10,000 euros in cash, no strings attached. So who from the jury will come up and announce the winner? Yeah, we need all the startups up here as well. All five finalists. Yeah, give them a big round of applause. Fantastic pitches, all of them. So they all get prizes. Prizes that are delicious, especially if you like whiskey. And that might wear well on a weekend trip in the countryside. And then over to you.
Thank you. And firstly, thank you for all of you. I think it was a series of wonderful pitches. And I think what was the most wonderful part about it is the fact that all of you had such meaning behind it. And the purposes that you had chosen for your missions and companies are all very, very worthwhile. And as an investor, you can say that it's an absolute bullseye to invest in a company that both is able to bring a business plan and commercialization, but also something that's worth doing and valuable and brings, makes the world a better place, in means of a better word. We debated a lot. It was a hard decision, and it was. But I think out of the discussions, there was a fairly clear consensus that there was one company that we all thought that deserved to be the winner. Without further ado, Vocal Image.
Vocal Image. And congratulations, big round of applause for Vocal Image. Fantastic. So this is the tangible thing on the day, but 10,000 euros, we'll sort that out for you, no strings attached. Congratulations. Yeah, we don't have a suitcase. So Ari, you want to say some words? Or you already said your thank yous? Some more? Yeah, exactly.
It's bad for your voice. Don't do like me in the next night.
Yes, enough to share with all the team. Congratulations again, Vocal Image. And I would like to ask one round of applause for all the top teams. Come on. From 212 applicants, 50 semi-finalists, 5 finalists, 1 winner. Congratulations.